Meski ada tuduhan kecurangan pemilu, Koalisi Barisan Nasional kembali berkuasa di Malaysia dengan mayoritas sederhana. Ketika hasil pemilu diumumkan, Perdana Menteri Najib Razak langsung menyalahkan kekalahan ini pada komunitas Cina dan menyebut ini sebagai tsunami Cina. Meski data statistik menunjukkan ada perpecahan yang kompleks di desa dan kota. Clarin Chua mencari tahu apakah Malaysia terancam perpecahan pasca pemilu karena alasan rasial. Lebih dari 100.000 warga datang dan mendukung pemimpin oposisi yang menyerukan reformasi pemilu yang disebut menyebabkan kekalahan oposisi. Barisan Nasional kembali mempertahankan kekuasaannya dengan hasil terburuk mereka, dengan mayoritas sederhana, meski hanya memiliki suara yang tidak terlalu populer. Setelah pengumuman hasil pemilu, Najib langsung menyalahkan hasil pemilu yang buruk lantaran kurangnya dukungan kelompok Cina. Utusan Malaysia adalah koran berbahasa Melayu yang dimiliki Najib dari Partai UMNO. Halaman depan koran ini berjudul, "Apalagi yang dikehendaki orang Cina." Sejumlah blogger pro-UMNO langsung menyerukan berulangnya kerusuhan rasial 13 Mei 1969. Tapi analis politik Azmi Srom dari Universitas Malaya mengatakan hasil pemilu menunjukkan kompleksnya perpecahan suara desa, kota, dan ini bukanlah masalah ras.
To just lay the blame of the results on the Chinese would be far too simplistic, because we are talking about a majority having voted for the opposition. The popular vote has gone to the Pakatan Rakyat. So that means clearly the Chinese will only make up 30% of the population, and surely not all of them voted for the opposition as well. Najib has obviously acted because of pressure. Because if you look at what he's been doing over the past few years, he's been trying to woo the non-Malay voters. He's been trying to portray himself as a liberal, progressive, inclusive person. And then for him to suddenly turn around and make a 180-degree turn and say something which is completely in contradiction to the type of image that he's been trying to project over the past few years, clearly shows that it is probably not of his own doing. You know, that he is under pressure from the extremists on the right side of his party to once again play the Malay supremacist card. And I think his tenure is probably not going to be very solid, because Mahathir Mohamad, who despite being retired, like it or not, still has a great deal of influence in UMNO, has been openly lobbying against Najib. By making it sound as if they've had a failure and that, you know, it's an unacceptable failure, and we know that there are people waiting in the wings to take over.
Rally besar-besaran yang dihadiri 100.000 orang ini dimotori oleh oposisi di Stadium Kelana Jaya. Acara ini langsung berubah menjadi ajang anti-rasisme. Mereka yang hadir menolak upaya memancing kebencian ras di antara warga Malaysia. Rahimi Ibrahim, 37 tahun, berasal dari Selayang, Kuala Lumpur.
Ini adalah tsunami rakyat Malaysia, bukan yang digambar-gambarkan oleh utusan tsunami orang Cina. Bukan, ini tsunami rakyat Malaysia.
Sebelumnya beredar rumor ada larangan bagi warga Cina untuk hadir di acara ini. Namun banyak juga yang memutuskan hadir ke sini. Benny Chan yang berusia 29 tahun adalah pengusaha dari Klang. Dia menyampaikan keinginannya kepada pemerintah.
Chinese are not racist. We just want a government without any corruption, and the government that will spend and use our natural resources in a correct way and to bring a better Malaysia.
UMNO is supported by groups like Perkasa and Perkedah, and these are extremist groups who have no problem to cause trouble. I would like to see anyone try to face down 120,000 people. I don't think there's 120,000 thugs in the entire country, you know. So that scare tactic is not going to work, simply because I think people don't want it to work, and if there's enough numbers amongst ordinary citizens, this kind of activity will face complete failure.
Laporan ini disusun Clarence Chua di Stadium Kelana Jaya, Petaling Jaya, Malaysia.